No bold detailing, honor and integrity. Call or text 585-993-1636.
It was 2 academies ago that we decided that we would train people for the jail and also for Category 1 street, because they're 2 different certifications. So our academy was the very first one in the state to combine those things so that they have a dual certification. That way we can use them on the street and we can use them in the jail. They're interchangeable. First of all, it starts out with classroom training. They learn weapons manipulation. They learn the fundamentals of the firearms class. And then they take that class out to the range and they do their practicals.
We started with 14 recruits and now we're down to 7, which is above our normal attrition rate. Normally we lose approximately 30%, but this one we are at about 50% loss now. Nevada law requires only 480 hours for a Category 1 peace officer. We exceed that by almost double. It's just under 900 hours. We provide several in-house trainings that are specific to Nye County residents and some of the problems that we see. On top of that, I think we just expand a little bit more on some of the classes that are required for state law. For example, use of force is one of the most touchy subjects that we have to teach these recruits, and it's incredibly important. So we give them an entire day of just classroom understanding about uses of force, the proper application of force, the legal requirements and restrictions on the use of force. And on top of that, then we have to teach them the proper ways to use force, which is what they're doing this week. This week they're receiving the firearms training. Last week was less lethal munitions such as taser, OC spray, and then the week before that was hand-to-hand defensive tactics. Some of the training that we provide that's most relevant to law enforcement lately, and particularly very current events, is the cultural awareness and bias recognition training. We make sure that every officer is aware of biases that could exist, and we give them tools to counter those measures and make sure that they're out there treating everybody fairly. We have 1 recruit slated specifically for detention, and the others are going to be out on patrol, and they'll be dispersed between not only Pahrump, but we have some for Beatty, some for Tonopah, and even a deputy who's assigned specifically to the Gabbs area. We haven't scheduled the next academy, but we just started talking about recruiting and the application process to start preparing for a future academy to fill vacancies that we already have. I anticipate that we'll probably start our next academy early into 2021, January or February approximately. If somebody's interested in working for the Nye County Sheriff's Office, the first step is to fill out a Nye County Human Resources job application, and they can download that at nyecounty.net, and instructions to submit that application are included on the website. Once they've filled that application out, then I'll get a hold of it and I'll start making contact with them to let them know what the next step in the testing process is.